And we are live. Welcome to today's stream. We've got some SimRail. Hello, Nabil. Hello, Connor. I hope you guys are doing well today. Connor, I'm doing very well. Thank you, mate. How are you doing? Let me get my light turned on. This is why I don't like messing with my sleeping pattern. Right. So, yeah, we've got some SimRail today. And it should be okay. Let's try and start with a stopping service. That was something we struggled to do last week, I believe. So let's try and start with that today. Also, after the stream, feel free to check out my new video that I've dropped on YouTube comparing this game to Train Sim World. Put in a little bit extra effort in that one compared to what we usually do. So let's see what we have available. So, although I do have a PDF file on my computer that basically breaks down all the details and information with regards to signaling and playing as a dispatcher, I haven't had the time to really look through it and delve through it. It's quite detailed, so we'll just be doing some train driving today, but hopefully, fingers crossed, in the near future we'll be able to give dispatching a go as well. But yeah, for now, I believe we are good to go. So head over to the EN1. Let's see what's going on today. What's popping today? The PL2. How is the the second Polish server have 60 people in it? Where's PL1? I want to see what PL1's like. Is there no PL1? That's strange. So I guess PL2 then is the primary Polish server. 60 people is crazy. 60 people driving trains and 24 people dispatching. That's crazy, man. I need to learn some Polish so I can go in these servers and interact with these guys. What else have we got? We've got 16 people on the fourth Polish server, or PL4 anyway, I'll call it. We got 40 people almost and 22 dispatchers on the German server. I was just saying the English server is just dead, man. We've got what, 12 people and 14. I mean, it's boring in comparison, man. It's really strange because I feel like English is widely spoken. So I wonder if it would have made more sense to do like a just like an international server. One big international server 1, international server 2, and that's it. And then everyone can go in those servers. Because I feel like people that speak English as their primary language can't speak another language, but people who speak other languages as their primary language usually tend to know how to speak English and speak it pretty well as well, to be honest. So yeah, let's make sure we get some passenger. So let's see. So this is an hour and a half and it's going to be a stopper, and it's ready on the move. It departed at 2:05. It's now 2:15. So it's on the move currently. Let's find something that isn't yet on the move. This is what? I wish it told you the stops. I really wish it told you the stops. Hello, Connor. I don't know if you disappeared between the time that you typed and me coming live. But yeah, to respond to you, I'm doing very well. Thank you, Connor. As per your question to me earlier. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well as well. So let's see. I mean, these are both ROJ RE1s. So technically, this should also be a stopper. And it kicks off in a minute. So let's try and hurry our asses up. I'm doing very well, thank you, Con. I'm doing very well. How are you? Thank you for asking, mate. Appreciate ya. Oh, this is already on the move, isn't it? Oh, you can even see like the signaling systems here. Oh, I don't even want to think about what that's like. Turn game audio a little bit. I realized that last week my audio was I mean, I can still be heard over the trains, but it wasn't as sweet as it could have been. I'm glad to hear you're doing well, mate. That's good to hear. But yeah, audio looks okay now, I think. Maybe I just need to even turn it down a little bit as well. Maybe it's because I'm so bloody close. That's why. Should be about a fist's length away. But this will do. Turn up a little bit to 0.8. And yeah, let's see. Maybe I'll just go back to... Is this... Hold on a second. I thought this was signal, but it looks like maybe it's doors. It's the doors on the units. It is the doors on the units. So when's it due to leave? Okay, 1 second. I'd really love to just get in a train and sort of ready to go. I don't think I've had any experience in this one, you know. Is this one of the toilet in it? It is one of the toilet in it. I haven't had any experience in this local. Let's go back to the... Let me go back to the other stopping service, because that one, as for that one there, that one we did drive last week, so I've got some experience in it. Passenger, scroll down. All right, let's just do this one. So it's an hour and a half, plenty of runtime. Is level 26 a lot? No, because I haven't played it. Check my hours on stream on Steam. Sorry, my hours played, but I don't think I've even hit 10 hours yet on this game. All right, cool. So you tried London Underground? I have tried London Underground, Connor. I assume you're referring to. I assume you're referring to Train Sim World. I can't see. So I'm messing around with cruise control, but I can't see what the cruise control is set at. I don't see anything changing here.
Team 16, 35, have a good trip. 14, 12, 5.
I forgot how to activate the voice chat. I want to reply. That was a message to me. That was a message to me, but I don't remember my my keybind to talk in game. Train driver, I guess. No, it would be on the general. Push to talk. What button is that? What have I assigned? This? Ah. I don't remember what number he was, what his code was. I might have to leave it. It was so good on Train Sim with fresh content. Yeah. It's going to be a whole new experience. It's going to be a whole new experience. Speak with him. I mean, I feel like it's too late, but yeah. It is 146035. Message received. Thank you very much. Have a lovely day. I don't remember his codes. I want to do it like professionally, you know? Or try to anyway.
Hi. Have you a safe drive?
It's 14125. That's his number. I think that's like the first time I've interacted with anyone on here. Usually it's just AI that are in charge of signaling stuff. That's the thing, you'll talk to someone and then or maybe you'll hear someone on voice chat, and then that will be it. That will literally be it. It will be like one time per session. But I guess because it's a Saturday, there's a higher likelihood. Also, oh look, we have cruise control options here. Oh, so is that what I was messing around with then? Huh, so I can relax. Kick my feet up.
Lorenzo.
All right, we've got people in chat as well, and over voice. You tried Jubilee. I don't know where I'll try it. The only game that I know contains the Jubilee line is Roblox. But I have used it in real life. It's quite local to me. I don't think that it would be very fun if it was to be brought in to Train Sim Worlds. Because it's a automatically operated train. I'm sure it's got a way of manually driving it, but for the most part, it's automatically operated. The thing is, I would love to maintain my speed, yeah, and not have to slow down. But I keep getting these red signals, and I don't really have much of a choice. Even if I think that the signal's going to change by the time I get there, I have to slow down for it. I wonder what OPT means. 1327. Why is my number like stupidly long? I've got 6 digits. I guess the other guy also had quite a long code. Yeah, I'm not sure why we're being prevented from just having like solid greens all the way. But yeah, I wonder if there's someone ahead of me that's also on the move. They are starting to clear a little bit now.
Yeah. Okay.
People gotta be clearer on their mics, man. 146035. That's the AI. Entrance to track number 1. I'm going to reply to the AI anyway. Just for, I guess, immersion sake. It's sake. Jesus. Right, so what? I haven't actually had any look at any of the settings at all. So we've got open doors here, closed doors here. That's fine. To clear our vigilance, it's there. Control panel lighting. Doesn't seem making much of a difference. We need to slow all the way down. Horn. Whistle as well, that's good to see.
And you, I said drive.
I don't know who he was speaking to. None of these are functional. These red ones are functional. Got a wiper, don't need that obviously. Light mode, they're in normal. Light dimming, that's fine. It's really not often that you will, especially online, set these trains up from basically like a cold start. But it's still good to know in case you ever get placed in the hot seat. We're running on an 11-minute delay, which I don't have anything to do with, if I'm being totally honest. I've only grabbed this train, best part of 5 minutes ago. And we have been stuck on quite a few, we've had quite a few signals that are forcing us to slow down, such as the one ahead of us. So I took this thinking it was a stopper, but it doesn't look like we're stopping anywhere. Which is interesting. I'm not sure. I need to sort of learn how these, how the route system works. Greetings from Poland. Nilvinus, welcome to the stream, my friend. I wish I was a Poland resident as well, because the Poland server on this game. How many people did we say? 60 people, 60 train drivers, and 24, I think it was, dispatchers. So the Polish server on this game is very, very busy, very populated. I thought it was a stopper train. So did Diner Bill. Every time I've seen these trains, they've been stoppers. So I need to sort of learn, I guess, the codes, what the codes mean. Because unfortunately, it's not a thing whereby we see what the we don't get to see the station list or the station routes. So it is just a matter of yeah, it seems like we're just driving through places. Oh, you're on PL4. All right, we have someone that's live in the game. Yeah, I would like to join those servers, Nilvinus, but if somebody wanted to communicate with me, or I wanted to communicate with someone, how can I do so? How could I do so? But Nilvinus, as you're here, help me out, my friend, please. How do I know, when I'm selecting a service, how do I know which service is a stopping service that will keep stopping at stations? And how do I know what service is like this one that will just keep going and going and going without stopping? Because every time I've seen this particular train, it's always been on stopping services. But clearly this one is not stopping anywhere. This is an express. So 4 digits are faster trains. Okay, so the 4-digit ones are trains that are not stopping anywhere. They will just keep going and going and going. Your route is technical service. What do you mean by technical service? Like maintenance sort of thing? And you will drive without stop to Katowice. Okay. So as you're here, hold on. Let me give this one back to the bot. And let me go back to the main menu we can see together what the situation is. So we've clicked on multiplayer, EN1. Let me make sure I click that. I want to be a driver. So you said 4 digits are the fastest trains, yeah? So this makes sense. For example, these are the high speed trains. But this one too is 4 digits. You can choose someone 5 digit routes or 6 digit routes. If I want to be stopping, I should choose 5 or 6. Okay. No, but the previous one was 6. Or am I misunderstanding the numbers that you're referring to? Because the previous train I just had was 6 digits, and that wasn't stopping anywhere. Like you said, that one was going straight to Katowice. So for example, from this list, for our most priority, which makes sense. So from this list, for example, let me go down a little bit. Okay, so from here, which one out of these ones are going to be services that will be stopping at stations? Because we have a mix of 5 digits, and we also have, well, no, all of these are 5 digits, to be honest. You will respawn there, then train is in on server. So is it that the trains the more numbers in the code, the less the priority? Which makes sense because this is a maintenance one, for example, and it has 6 digits. And then we have cargo ones as well. We also have a passenger one. So this passenger one, for example, 446028. Would that be a stopper? Technical route as well. So how do I get one that's not a technical route? How do I get just a normal, regular passenger run? (146) and 446 are technical routes. 146 and 446. So like, for example, this one, which is what I had. This is the one I had. And then this one. Whoops, I didn't mean to click it. I'll go back. But okay, that makes sense because the train we had before was 146.035, I think. So that makes sense. So let's now grab another one that's not 446 or 146. Not this one. And then let's see this theory in action. Fingers crossed. So for example, 919 should be okay, should be stoppers. Let's have a look. I think there's a lot more research that I need to do, isn't it? Yes, passenger route. Okay, thank you. Let's see. Okay, yeah, here we go. This is perfect. This is what I wanted to do. Thank you very much, Nilvinus. I appreciate your help, man. Thank you, and welcome to the stream as well, by the way. Also, if you're dispatching on your server, how can you help me at the same time? I hope I haven't caused a blockade on your server. Right, let's let it go to this. Let's let it enter the station, and then we'll do a driver change. Out tab magic. That makes sense. Right, so we are RE1 and 91956. I wish I knew how to pronounce these names. I wish I knew how to pronounce these names, man. Thank you, Nabil, for welcoming as well. Yeah, it was Nabil's the one that wants to see passenger stops. So you've made him a happy chap. It's good to see. All right, this is going to test me because I don't do these often. I don't do these very often, so this will test my my ability to stick to the timetable, sticking to stop markers, stopping on time as well, and the rest of it. All right, so we're gonna take over right now. We're in a 0-minute delay, so that's good. Right, we are now in charge. We are now in charge. We have a 120-kilometer speed restriction. Doors are open right now. We don't need to sand. How did these turn off? Horn, of course. We've already seen all of this, isn't it? So all we need to worry about is our doors, our power drive handle, the horn. If we see, yeah, let's see if we'll get any delays. Yeah, all the I'm under a lot of pressure now because right now we have a 0-minute delay. So any issues that come up, it's very likely that they will be of my own doing. So, oh, there's a horn here. Nice. So the driver just has to move his toes. We need to make sure we're on the right radio as well. I think it seems like a radio 2, yeah, which we are on the right frequency. So that's good. I'm not sure how to read these timetables properly. I can pretend, but I don't actually understand everything. So that will take some time. Let's close the doors. And let's get going. No pressure. Apparently my doors are open. That shouldn't be the case. No, this is not a good start. This is not a good... They're closed. What doors are open? Oh, they just unlocked. I think that maybe they're unlocked. Alright, we've closed them now. Yeah, a lot of trains have that. It's sometimes implemented in TSW as well. What, being able to move with the doors open? It shouldn't be though. A lot of the trains that it does happen to. I'm trusting the with the door selected to locked. Yes, thank you. I should have actually looked at that. I ended up using a keyboard bind to sort it. I've never noticed that you can have the horn as a pedal. I've never noticed that before. So doesn't this cruise control work then? This has not been a good start. This has not been a good start at all. I've only ever known the foot pedals to operate, you know, vigilance and AWS. Alright, let's see. I need to work out why cruise control won't work. I'll be happy to do I'll happily control the train, you know, manually. You know, but if I can make it easier, then why not? Right, now we're in a delay already. Now we're in a delay. All right. Yeah, so it's not like there's anything, it doesn't seem like there's an activation for it. Like all the buttons are responding. I honestly don't know, man. Also, there doesn't seem to be like an indicator for my doors to let me know that the doors are closed. You know, in Germany, there's the T. You have the T to let you know. The T will disappear when the doors are open, and it will show back on the screen. Will come back on the screen once the doors are closed. I'm not seeing anything of that sort. Maybe I need to take a closer look at this screen. But off the job, there's nothing that I can see. When looking for the service, the letters will probably tell you more than the numbers. My limited understanding, EIP is high speed, IC or EC is intercity, TOK, semi-fast, RE regional. Thank you. I'm going to keep that in mind as well. I need to have a piece of paper with me with all of these details written on. Maybe I should play this more often as well and sort of, you know, get used to it, but get into the swing of things, get into the flow. Would any of you know why I can't activate the cruise control? If I'm doing something wrong, or if there's something that I'm not completely understanding with regards to that? Press the blue button. What would I do without you guys? What would I do without you? Thank you. It's similar in Germany though. Faster categories do have lower numbers. I've never noticed that yet. I've never paid attention to that. Thank you very much, Norvinus. I don't know I don't know who sent you, but whoever sent you here, I'm very thankful. Whoever God brought you here, I'm thankful. You've been a big help. Thank you, man. Oh, we're gonna go past this one, I think. Ah, that was bad. This was bad. Aye, aye, aye. Do we just go to the next station now? I don't know if we just go to the next station now, or the train is fully gone past. I'm gonna risk pulling back in. I don't think it's really something you want to do, to be honest. But yeah, I was not paying attention to the distance. I think this is honestly the first constantly stopping service. That I've done on here. I usually just do express. I've even messed that one up going backwards. I messed it up again, but it doesn't matter. Let's get the doors open. With time. By the end of this, we've got what, until 5:26. Holy shit. Okay, we've got a while. Surely by the end of it, we'll be on track. One you would think. Now we're due at the next station in 2 minutes. We're only 4,000 feet away, so we should be all right. I don't think we're going to reach 75 miles per hour anyway. And the funny thing is, as I was checking what every button does in our previous run, the only thing I didn't hover my mouse over was the cruise control one, the one that I ended up needing. I'm gonna play it a little bit safe. It's really nice to see other trains around, man. Single player, I'm someone who likes to do a sort of career mode challenge, so I like to do, you know, all the scenarios. But it's very difficult to play on single player with no AI, man. Especially playing train sim mode so often, it really stands out. Now let's try and bring her in smoothly. That was a bit excessive. This one should be all right. This one should be a nice stop. You can get really nerdy with train numbers. In Germany, the second last digit tells you the route, so you can know that, for example, ICE 611 goes to Munich via Stuttgart, but ICE 61 goes to Munich via Nuremberg. Wow. And I assume there are people that are like very, very knowledgeable that know exactly, okay, yeah, they see the number, they know, okay, this one is going through here, this one is going through here, that one's going to go through there. That's dedication. That's big dedication to the railway. I don't think, not that I know of, do we have something like that in the UK. We obviously have codes and you know, whatever it is that we need to enter the GSMR, the head code, for example. But I don't think we have things set to those like levels to that extent. So it's really interesting. However, it does sound very German. It makes sense. If any country is going to be very technical to that degree, it would be Germany. Right, so we're on time. So far, so good, somehow. Even after that mishap at the previous station. Yeah, the head codes are the equivalent. But do they give that much detail though? Because aren't head codes only, I think, 4 or 5 digits? So they can only give you so much information, isn't it? I've set the temperament to 50 and it's holding. Okay, so yeah, just a magical blue button. Look up the wiki page on TOPS head codes. It explains better than I could. All countries have head codes for the signal up. Right, that makes sense. There's a reason why those guys get paid as much as they do, you know. Little bit early. A little bit early, a little bit ahead of the marker, but I think we're all right. Nobody's interested in getting onto the train. Yeah, because I'm more local, as I repeat more, so they can get away with 4 digits. That makes sense as well. It looks like I have a lot of learning to do, eh? Also, head codes in Europe have to fit in with head codes in other countries, so they need more scope. Yes, I guess so, yeah. Especially services, obviously, that dip into other countries, like the ones we have that go into different, like they go into Austria, for example, some German ones that will go into Austria. So that makes a lot of sense. I hear that. Okay, so it shows me the cruise control speed here. This is for, I guess, maximum throttle, because I've only set it to 50%. Oh, we need to switch all the way down. Got a 25-mile one coming up. That's even after the next station, actually. So that's not a worry. Can bring that down for now. So I wonder what OPT then, cruise control OPT plus and minus is for. Gonna slow down a little bit too late. I handed it over to cruise control instead of dealing with myself, but not too much of a problem. So I guess that's almost the equivalent of a 500 hertz magnet, is what I feel. Because the red is coming, and so you have that speed restriction. That's why international passenger trains have the lowest numbers, usually under 400, to help them keep unique across systems. That's very interesting. There's certain things, yeah. So for example, I wouldn't go out of my way to learn these sort of specifics. It's one of those things that if I happen to find out about it, it would be more or less by accident, if that makes sense. So I do appreciate these little nuggets of information. It's like I've been interested in, I guess, growing up, because I was interested in trains. I've always sort of liked trains. They've always been a part of like a part of my interest, a part of my childhood, but I've never been into them the same way I was into cars. So like, for example, when it comes to cars, I can tell you some detailed information, but with trains I always knew what was at the face of it, and then some little extra things, and that was it basically. So these lessons are more than helpful, man, more than helpful. I know we slowed down pretty early for the 37, but at least, yes, Nabil, yeah, I had to press this button here, the blue one. There you go, cruise control activation. When I got on the train for the first time and I was looking at all at everything and what it does, what each button does, the one thing I didn't look at was the one I needed. But yeah, that helps our case a little bit. Yeah, I guess it gets really complicated, even with maybe stuff like, I wonder how PZB works across borders. I guess it should be all the same, right? It's one safety, it's one system, so it should work the same regardless. Because I recognize some trains here have the possibility to activate PZB, and they have the PZB controls as well. Or does Poland sort of have its own version of PZB as well? That sort of stuff comes from when I used to create scenarios for MTS. Yeah, I used to make loads nowadays. Interesting, yeah, interesting. That makes a lot of sense. Kind of different, but kind of the same. It's very similar to. I love PCs. I love building PCs. I love the hardware side of PCs. But I've never really been interested in the software development side, or, for example, creating websites. And recently we started studying it at university, how to coding websites. And now I'm starting to, like, you know, you'll go on Google's, maybe by accident you'll press, I think it's F11, no, F12. When you press F12, you see the whole codes for the website. So I've had an idea of the /body and /h1 and heading and all of this and how things are laid out. Never really been interested in it though, never really learned anything. But now that I'm studying it and having to do it and having to know these things, it's starting to make sense. And I can utilize that knowledge, of course, for the future. I didn't really get to enjoy those early train games. We had one computer at home, and it wasn't great. You could barely run Flash games on it. Radio 2, which we're already on, that's good. We're already on the radio. Yeah. So I knew of these games, and I really do wonder if I had access to those games when I was younger, how my trajectory would have been in terms of interest. You know, a scene like this in Train Sim World would have brought down the FPS to about 30 or 40. With all of these, everything that's going on right now on screen, all the wires, all the masts, plus the rain to top it off. Right, we're on time. Well, development your job, sweet. The money must be nice. It's one of the smartest areas of work you can go into, to be honest. Is it me or does the outside look grayscale? It's not necessarily you. I can kind of see it on as I'm watching the stream back as well. I guess maybe it's the reflections. There's a ton of reflections, and it's all silver or grayish. So maybe it doesn't help. And then you've got these buildings here, which are also grayish. These buildings here, which also come off as a bit grayish. So I do see where you're coming from. But obviously, here's some green for you. And obviously the train with that lovely green and yellow. But yeah, usually, and I mentioned this in the video that I just released on YouTube. The colors are pretty saturated, more saturated than I think what we get with Train Sim World. I really do wonder whatever system they use to implement the AI in multiplayer, why they can't do it in single player. Yeah, it does look like something they need to tweak. Yeah. Oh, you made a new video. I have to check it out. Yeah, Nabil. I put quite a bit of effort into this video. I could have put more in the editing, although it took me like 8 hours in total to edit or something like that with my experience, my limited experience, I mean. But it could have been better. I think it's an okay video though. It's something a bit different to what I usually put out. But yeah, Simon, I guess because it's an early access game, I guess they kind of have that as an escape from certain criticism. But hopefully, yeah, colors and just the palette in general that's used can be improved. Doors closed. Let's get going. Sadly, my PC isn't good enough for this game, but definitely keen for it on laptop. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, from what I remember, back in the days of my laptop escapades, laptops that are on par with, that have gaming performance on par with like a solid PC are not cheap. I guess if you, I mean, you're a web developer, so excuse me for the assumption, but I think you might be alright on that front. You might be alright on that front. Also, thank you to Simon for the follow on Twitch. I appreciate the joint Twitch YouTube thing you got going on there. Also, the mouse thing, I'd love if I right-clicked, it would disappear, but it doesn't, so I just have to hide it aside somewhere. Oh, moving to Twitch, yeah, fair enough. Might be a better experience, maybe, I don't know. I'm a bit 50-50 with Twitch because they force me to, well, not me personally, but in general, they force you to, basically the quality of the stream could be a lot better. Like, it's okay now, but it could be a lot better, if not for Twitch's limits. Sadly, I don't earn that much. It's okay, but I'm not rich. As long as you're financially free, I think. Well, I know that's a very subjective matter, isn't it? But I think for me personally, let me say, for me personally, I think if there's something that I want to buy and I can afford to buy it, and I'm not talking a Lamborghini, I'm talking general day-to-day life things. If I can afford those, then to me, that's like, I'm happy, basically. But yeah, laptops that can run games well, I don't know what the economy is like nowadays. I'm talking maybe 5-10 years ago, like quite a bit, quite a while ago. Maybe not 10 years ago, but quite a while ago nonetheless. Oh. And yeah, you have to really fork out for a gaming compatible laptop, let me put it that way. I think we're going to slow down just in time. Almost. But performance-wise, this does seem to be performing better than Train Sim World in general. I mean, look at the detail. I think the buildings have a lot more detail than what we get with Train Sim World. It's raining. There's reflections everywhere. Now, I'm not running this game maxed out. I can't run it maxed out, but in the settings that it's running at, it looks on par or better than Train Sim World, and is running smoother. So you'll be all right. You'll definitely be all right. If you can run, if it can run Train Sim World, for example, you'll be all right running SimRail. Either way, this is easier. So yeah, and if I have that money, I'd rather use it to travel. That's it. That's it. You prioritize your own peace, happiness, experiences. You don't want to be on a deathbed thinking, I wish I did this, I wish I did that, I wish I went there. Yeah, that's not the one, man. Regret is the equivalent of torment, man, honestly. Although, I'm seeing a bug, and I don't know if you guys are seeing the bug as well. I'm not going to mention, I'm not going to say what it is. Can you guys spot what I've spotted? It's a bug. There's talk of this coming to consoles too. Yep, there is indeed. There is indeed. Jesus. Yeah, we did it right. My goodness me, that was close. Where is everyone? All the players grabbing all the passengers. We're here for 5 minutes, by the way. And we're early now. We're early. Let's go. By the way, here's a page that explains train categories in Poland. Thank you. This is why I need a second monitor, man. Because I have 2 phones and they're both occupied with the stream. Run it through Translate. It's a good guide. I think Google Chrome will automatically translate it. But I definitely need to spend time on noting down what you've told me, noting down what Where's our friend? Neil Venus told me I need to note down what they've said to me as well. And obviously what's on the page. I need like a particular document, I think, specifically for this. I already got all the signals and the signs. I don't know if I'm going to try and learn them off by heart, but I've got on my phone the pictures of all the signs and what they mean, and all the signals and what they mean. Does Twitch save chat logs? I believe they do. I believe they do. But at the very least, they'll be accessible straight after the stream, like right now on my phone, so it should be alright. I'ma head out. Alright, Nabil, my guy. Enjoy your train sim escapades, whether it be in classic or world. Enjoy yourself, man. So yeah, anyway, the bug was that it's raining inside. I don't know if you guys noticed that. But it's fully raining inside, unfortunately. Now, when I go to the 3 cam, there's nothing. So it seems to be, as you can see right now, it seems to be a train thing. It seems to be that the train has its own sort of stuff going on with regards to rain. So that's something that should be pointed out. So it's not bug-free. We can, you know, pile on Train Sim World over and over again for their bugs, but SimRail is not perfect. We do have the magical rain. Oh. Huh. So you can just teleport. I did not know this until now. And I can still control the train, I think, as well. I did not know this was a thing. Also, I feel like these guys look a lot more realistic than what we're given. I mean, they do, I think, compared to what we get with Train Sim World as well. Nothing serious, of course, but something to point out, maybe. Is it accessible? No. Oh, look at this, man. This is what we needed with the most recent Goblin Line routes on Train Sim World. This is what the trains do, the 710. They don't close and then lock automatically. Sucks that it's pretty much empty, but there's the ability to walk around and whatnot. It's just nice, man. And I just love the detail. You've got to plug some sockets underneath the chair. It's just nice. It's just nice. It's a lot more clean. It's a lot more. It feels a lot more complete. A lot of the time, relative to Train Sim World. Work in PIS as well. Accurate time. Accurate to UK time, at least. Nothing on this one. Yeah, I guess I wish maybe there was more. I wish there was more life. You know, even when stations are empty in Train Sim World, you can still hear people talking, laughing, kids playing, whatever it may be. That obviously leaves a bit of ambiance as well for stations. So I'd like to see something like that alongside actual, you know, more NPCs, more characters around. However, to be honest, usually that's not an issue I have. So I don't know whether the server is a bit busy and people are taking all the NPCs, or I don't know what. Maybe for server stability, the number goes down a little bit. But regardless, this isn't a consistent issue. I guess we are going to have to keep the wipers on because our windscreen is wet. Ah, yeah, this was an issue that I pointed out in my video. This can happen. Now, let's see if I remember. So, I was told that the 146 and 446s are non-stop, basically. Also, the codes EC is intercity, so I should avoid EC. I should avoid the EIP ones because those are the high-speed ones. EIP, EC, avoid. Obviously, anything with cargo. I'm not going to go for cargo right now. I don't know if you guys might want to see that. Let me know if you do, and I'll put that on. But I don't know how much entertainment that will provide. I think that's the most important things for right now that I can remember. And I think I'll give time for everything else to slowly melt into my brain. I like that this one will say, for example, EU3, it will say restarts every 4 hours. So you sort of have a warning that, okay, at some point, I don't know what time frame within that 4 hours that it's adjusted to, but you know in advance, okay, there's going to be a restart. With these other ones, it's just, yeah, good luck to you, basically. I'll give it a couple minutes for EN1 to make a return. Is EN2 picking up? Okay, even EN2's gone. Which I was pretty sure I saw 2 minutes ago, but EU3 is server to test any options. Oh, okay. So it's not really for you to do your daily duties then as a driver or a dispatcher. Options such as what though? Just like graphics options, for example? Is that what we're talking about? Also, I wonder when the other route is going to come into multiplayer. There we go, EN1's back. Options, I mean, for dispatchers. Okay. Yeah, you're not going to want to do that on... you're not going to want to play around with certain things online. Cool, so an IT is intercity. So we ignore those. You know what? Hello, Panarabia. Hello, welcome to this stream. Let me open the link that Simon sent. Okay, so EIP, Express Intercity Premium, makes sense. You can tell by the train. EIC is, which I can't see any EICs. It's just Intercity. TLK, which we have some of them here. I'm not going to try and pronounce that. Inexpensive express trains though, those are express as well. So for local transports, we have RE, which makes sense. IR, regional express. Well, IR is regional express. RE is regional express also. So we won't be using those. So local trains, what we're kind of looking for. OS, OSP, and then LP.LKA, LP.LKA, and LS. So I guess it's LS and LP really is what we're looking for. But I feel like that, so what about MOJ, for example? Where do these fit in? So MO is national passenger trains. So what is the okay? So national passenger with an EMU, electrical multiple unit. MPE is national express train with an electric locomotive. I need to screenshot this. I need to save this. All right, so let's see from the options we have then. ROJ is regional train, again EMU. So let's go Let's go from the bottom then. So we're gonna avoid 464, I believe. This is cargo as well. Let's just set this to passenger first of all. That would help us, wouldn't it? 146, avoid 146. So let's start from here. I've got ROJ. So this one is regional train. So do we want to take a regional train then? Yes, I believe we do. Now, this is not a train I've driven before, so I don't know. I don't think it would be smart for me to get into this train. I guess we can try. Oh, but it's regional express though. It's regional express, so maybe we don't want to take it. Let me leave the RE ones. And TLK we said was express as well, so we'll leave TLK as well. REG is regional express with that would be what's G? I'm not seeing G. REG. That one's not here. I'm not in the website. But we'll leave that for now anyway. ECE, Eurocity locomotive hold, and EC meaning express train. Take an elf. I don't see any. I don't. Elf or is elf as in elf is a nickname for one of these trains or one of these services, or are you? Do you mean ELF? You're talking to a complete. Act as if you're talking to a 4-year-old here. That's only 10 minutes long. I'm not going to do that. So TLK, we said was again an express train. So I need to ignore those. EC is long distance, so I'm gonna ignore that. It's a nickname EN76 or 96. We got a 76 here we can grab. ROJ. Did I figure out ROJ? Regional train. Alright, it's regional. We got 52 minutes. We can do that. Not Polish server, no, English server. I want to do Polish servers because of how busy they are, especially of course PL2. But I don't want to be in a situation where I'm, messing up somebody's experience and really not giving myself the best experience. If I need to communicate with someone or somebody needs to communicate, someone wants to communicate with me, I don't want to hinder the experience. So no, I'm on the English server. I've got 3.5 minutes, just over 3.5 minutes. Still got a long way to go, so this is this was a good one. R2, which is where we should be. I mean, they're really trying, but they can't. I don't know why they can't get onto the train. Let me close the doors and open them again. That one is working. So they can enter when the door's closed. Oh, one of them made it in. I can see a little hat. The other guys have made it in as well. This one is struggling a little bit. That's interesting. I really wish there was a way to see the back of the train. It's nothing serious, of course, but it would be nice. It's of course quite a busy hub.
Local train to Skierniewice. Via Warsaw Zakodinia. Warsaw versus Steensway ahead. 1. Pleasant journey.
Not a great day in Poland today, is it? We've gone up to level 27. I don't remember what level we started off at. Not that it's important, I don't think. The twins, the triplets. They've got a real Samsung wallpaper. That's interesting. All right, they're departing pretty soon. All right, cool. So we are here, I believe. Yes, we're here right now. So I leave on that page. Yes, it's been raining all day. I love the fact that the weather is in sync with real life. I love that. I wish Train Sim World could implement something similar. I don't think it's the hardest thing in the world. OMSI came out how many decades ago now? And they have it in game. Why can't I use voice chat? I'm pressing the. Did it change itself again? I'm Polish, by the way. You're the second person from Poland today on the stream. You're more than welcome, man. I said to the other person who's called, I don't remember his name, Nilvinus. I keep scrolling to find it. Nilvinus. He said he's helped me a lot today, a lot. I said I wish I was Polish, or I wish I knew how to speak Polish so that I could go on the PO2 servers and interact. It's a shame that I can't do that. I don't know why my voice chat isn't operational. Is there no one to talk to? I guess I'll try and change the keybinds. But it was working before. Let's make it that. Oh, is it clash? I think it clashes with something. Ports. Save. Back. Return to game. So I changed it from the original button, and it was working previously. I was talking to someone else on the other server before the restart, but as I'm trying that same button now, nothing's working. None of them are working. But it was working. It was working. I was in communication with a dispatcher previously. But let me find that. Yeah, let me change it back to the button that you've given me, Nilvinus, because I changed it. Let me change it back to that button, and see if maybe that will sort it out. Okay, steak and hash, but it's the same thing. Yeah, no, this should go green, isn't it? When you hold the button, it should go green. So yeah, let me just type in anyway. 19361 ready to depart. Check my microphone in game, of course. I will, but even if my microphone I think had an issue, this should still turn green when I press the voice chat button. And then if my microphone has an issue, of course, then of course that will be a separate thing. But 1 1 2 1 2, nothing's coming up here. This is just a mess. So maybe it's just a microphone thing then, but it was working. My keybind now is hashtag. But in Warsaw is AI, so they don't need to track there. Fair enough. But I don't think they would turn off the ability though, isn't it? To use it, even if you're in the area where hold on. Ah, okay, it's back now. Okay, let's see. No, nothing. So I wonder if the guy even heard me earlier then. It seemed like he did. He was responding to me. Strange. No. That's very, very strange. Very strange. Let me change it back to how I had it before. Which was this one. Two. No. How strange. Very, very strange. It was the EN1 server we were in before I was taken out for the restart. So it's not a matter of the maybe the server. Also, I wonder why we are stopped here. We're now we should be at right now this time we should be at the next station. So what's going on? Is this a matter of we continue to wait and see, or should we call it there for this service? Of course, it could be a matter of a train maybe coming in, but hey, there you are, Nilvinus. I've caught you. Yeah, I'm just not sure, man. The microphone should go green anyway. Yeah, that's my point. Even if the microphone had an issue, at least this should go green. So it's working now. It's working. I didn't change anything. I didn't touch anything. It's working. Hello, Flopper. Welcome to the stream, mate. Don't hear again. Yeah, I haven't. I mean, I'll send a message now, and you can let me know if you hear me. 19361 ready to depart. Being held currently at a red signal. Copy. I should say over, not copy. Over. I said copy. Worked. Okay. Thank you, Novinus, for the confirmation. Novinus, you were dispatching on PO2. Are you able to dispatch here and free us? Bro, there's a train coming now. Maybe this was the problem. I think. Here we go. Yeah, this was the problem. We should be okay. Hopefully, fingers crossed. I guess this train is running late. Maybe that's the only thing I can think that would make sense. I think that was our problem. Heavy traffic in Warsaw. Fair. As long as things are moving and there's no blockage, I'm okay. You have to understand, the game that I play the most is Train Sim World. Now with Train Sim World, you get a lot of bugs, and a lot of them can be with the signals. So I have a certain PTSD. So forgive me for not being patient. There's a certain PTSD that I don't know whether I'm waiting here because of a realistic reason, or if the game's messed up somehow. So if truly there is congestion, I love that. I'm even happier than if we had green, because it means there's disruption. There's a real disruption. That's the beauty of multiplayer. You get real disruptions, which I love. So we've got a train departing over here. Guys, for me, night driving on here is, for me, one of in the last 10 years, let's say, one of the most standout gaming experiences. It's a very, very beautiful thing because of the atmosphere, the lighting, the ambience. It's a beautiful experience to do nighttime driving. Do we know if there's any news on any upcoming updates for SimRail? Well, we know there's upcoming updates, but as in a possible time frame? Oh, is that stadium there? It looks a bit too narrow to be a stadium. Maybe it's like a theater of some sort. You got another train here. It's just come in. I love this, just activity, and a genuine delay. I just love it, man. I love it. If took a service from or the other way, we would have more interaction with real dispatchers, as there are more playable signal boxes down there. Choose let's say for a better drive. So do you guys wanna? Would you want me to change it and try find a route that runs around that area? The thing I'm thinking of, I wonder if any trains there will still be available to drive, because if it's busy in terms of communication, perhaps that's where people will go. They'll run to those areas and grab those trains. Also, I guess for me to know for the future, do bugs exist with the signals? Like, can you get caught at a red signal and it would just be maybe the AI dispatcher having a problem, is that something that can happen? Because over the few hours I've played SimRail, I've encountered a lot of stops like this, like midway through the route, with not really an explanation or understanding as to why I've stopped. And I never know whether it's because of a real reason or something is wrong in the software. Like if we had, for example, a train map, then you'd be able to see, okay, there's a train ahead of me and then the train ahead of that one, etc., etc. But although, of course, this is a more realistic experience, we're sort of left to our own devices to guess. Thank you very much, Novinus. So we've got 2.1 miles until our next stop. I think after that we're currently running around 10 to 15 minutes delay. So depending on how busy it is, how busy the rest of the route is, we will try our best to alleviate that delay. We're on channel 2, so that's perfect. This is gorgeous, man. This is gorgeous. I can't explain. It's a beautiful stadium. At least from the outside, it's a beautiful stadium. I can't explain the sense of immersion. Is a very this game looks great. This game looks great, Simon. And you're watching it at 1080p through a stream. So imagine looking at it. I'm looking at it at 4K right now, pure quality, built for Euro 2012. That's why I can tell that there was effort, a lot of effort put into it. It looks really nice. It does. The immersion I get from this game. So the only thing for me now that's ruining it a little bit is the rain here. It doesn't look realistic to me. Other than that, the immersion is incredible. It almost feels like, I don't know if this will make sense to you guys. To me, it feels like I'm driving a real train, but from home. You know, so in China recently, they found a way to control construction machinery through like a simulator. And there's obviously a camera on the machine, and so the person sees what they're doing. But they're in a room and they're just on something that looks like a simulator. I feel like it's that, but with trains. The rain issue has been reported and it will be fixed. Yeah, I'll be very surprised if it hasn't been reported yet, because it's quite a glaring issue. But I can't imagine it'll be difficult to fix, to be honest. I trust the developers wholeheartedly. Because it looks so graphically pleasing, Simon, that does so much for the immersion, mate. So much. Especially when it comes to nighttime driving. It's an experience like no other. It blows even Euro Truck, for example. It blows it out of the water, in my opinion. Like it deserves, honestly, this game deserves me playing a lot more of it. I'll be very honest. It's just that it's a little bit difficult for me building my channel and building my, my YouTube channel and Twitch channel. SimRail doesn't really get me any views, man, in comparison to Train Sim World. It's very difficult to get views. Today is the most communication and viewership I've had you know, doing SimRail. Although my old one last week is now on 300 views, so it gained interest after it was posted, but live, during the live, it's a little bit difficult, it seems. The fact that they released this with about 9 different trains with this W to shame. Man, that was literally what I touched on in my video. I was like, for only 2 routes, we get not only just 9 different trains with a mix of diesel and electric and steam, which I know we can't drive, but it's in the game, but all the liveries. All the liveries. When do we get extra liveries with Train Sim World? It doesn't happen. It's very rarely. Maybe it will come in a pack. We'll have to pay for it. We'll have to pay extra. At that point, man, I don't know. This game deserves a lot more recognition. Too hard on the brakes there, but it's okay. 13-minute delay, yeah. Thought as much. Thought as much. It definitely is busy here. I love that. I love that. We are ready to depart, but we do have a red signal. This is the thing I love as well. There's no, you know, that silly thing that happens sometimes on Train Sim World routes where the signal will be red. If you say like you're at a station, you've loaded passengers, the signal will be red until you finish loading passengers and close the doors, and then the signal turns green. I mean, Train Sim. At some point, you have to, you know, rethink the name of your game. This is a sim. The game is not forcing me to close the doors and then change the signal. The signal is red because the signal is red. So I will wait at the station, leave the doors open for passengers until the signal turns green. Yeah, that's an annoying thing about TSW. So many trains, just one livery. Blackpool is a nice exception. Blackpool should be with the trains on Blackpool. So the liveries, I think, should be standard. The liveries should be standard. That set of liveries, but they went the extra mile and brought in the different engines. Now I think that should be a thing, standard, not standard, but I mean standard in TSW as payware. If there were other trains in the game that had different engine variants and TSW offered it as a payware, a DLC, I think people wouldn't complain too much. As long as the liveries are free, which they should be, then yeah. Connor, you tried TSW4. Not today, mate. Not today. Today is SimRail Saturday, specifically for SimRail. I should give this game more days of the week. I'll be very honest with you. It deserves more days. But we'll take it. We'll take it as is. We'll get moving now. Hello again. I just got home from Trainsport in Lasagna. Welcome back, mate. What trains did you see today? You've had the real experience. I've been having it virtually today, so you've outdone me there. What's more important for me is the physics. The SimRail does our real life drivers, it also goes simulated for real drivers. That is also key. You see like something, for example, in Train Sim Worlds, the Birmingham City, the Cross City line. They use a real driver to help them for that. Some other routes as well, they use a real driver to help. In those particular instances, you see the difference in quality, in physics, in sounds, for example. So I think, yeah, it's not a surprise to me that that's the case for SimRail, that they've utilized real drivers. And the fact they build simulators, so now it's almost like we almost have like a Zeusy situation, but with nice graphics. So yeah, shout out to SimRail, man. You try Underground Jubilee line? No, Connor, I haven't tried the Jubilee line, mate. Austrian trains, Lasagna. Ah. I assumed it would have been German trains because of the conversation we had yesterday. But I guess to be fair, you did you did show me an Austrian train. So no, that makes sense. That makes sense. TSW, you leave it to the players through livery designer, but interiors aren't possible. They're so lazy. Yeah. You know, I'm seeing, for example, what the bus have done, and it looks like that they've left the game to the community now, and I think that's the beginning of a game's downfall. When you now leave things to the hands of the community that you should be taking care of, it's not. I did a bit too much braking there. It's not a good look, and I think you put a timer now in the lifespan of your game by leaving certain things that you should be taking care of to the community. We're not getting paid. People will do things out of passion, always, but don't now intentionally put a stress on the community. That one, I'm not too sure of, man, if I'm being totally honest. And you know what? I know the full editor hasn't released yet, and when that does, we'll see a lot more. But even with what we have now, honestly, shout out to those people in the community that do spend that time, man, because they're doing an amazing job. Like the 4020 Vectron Railjet. You get a variety. Lucky you, man. I guess maybe it's just London. I guess the rest of the UK is okay in terms of variety. But I think in other countries, there's more of it, I think. A little bit early. I keep saying early. What's the correct term? I don't remember. Anyway, basically we should really be over there. It's not too much of an issue. As long as the whole train is within the station, which obviously with a train this short will always be the case, I think I'm content. How hard would it have been to create the 375 variants for BML, for example? Right. Or the 377 ones with the minor changes. I touched on that as well. Very minor changes. What server am I on? I'm on the EN1 server, Lasagna. Oh, Pan Rabio, you've already responded. Thank you. Did you watch the 5 stream? Oh, Simon. I ranted about. You know, I'm usually very calm, right? I'm pretty chill on stream. Yesterday I had a run. And I listened back to it and I realized, thank God that I've set my mic settings the way I have, because you don't really even, if you were in the room with me as I was streaming yesterday, you'd understand the emotions were high. No, not a problem. It's just that I'm glad that I've got it all out now. So yes, I watched the stream. If you want my unfiltered, and I usually keep it clean, and I didn't keep it clean yesterday. Yesterday's stream was not PG. So if you want some entertainment, it's there on YouTube. It's about 20-25 minutes in. I start talking about it. I said everything I had to say. I said everything I had to say. We'll see. Jasper's comment was a little bit silly yesterday on the forum, and quite in bad taste. But they said that things basically could change, and they released a video yesterday on their YouTube where they showcased their announcements. They showcased some better noise sounds in terms of track sounds, in terms of engine sounds. So I guess the only thing we can say is that we will see. We have 3 days. We'll see. But what a mess. What a mess. There's no other way to describe it. It was a mess. You can't beat around the bush. You can't glaze it. Some people somehow try to defend it on the forums. And then look, you can have your own opinion. It's okay. You are your own person. I am my own person. it is impossible that we will have different opinions. But how could you defend that, man? How could you defend that? I don't know. It's confusing to me. It's so funny. Will it have freight? No. Will it have rail tours? No. Will business car units? No. Would there be? No. Where are there announcements here? No. Do these buildings look realistic? No. And it goes on. Yeah, there's enough threads that have, been birthed by it. The Discord was going crazy. There were even some bomb threats. There was 2 bomb threats. That's the chaos that ensued from the stream. I've never seen anything like it. I haven't been here for too long. I've been in the Train Sim community since Train Sim World 2. I haven't been here from the beginning. But in the last 3 years or so, I've never seen anything like it. Never seen anything like it. Are there many yak trains? No, but there weren't many. There weren't many. Yeah, it was a bit too much. Of course, and yeah, people obviously weren't too happy about that. But yeah, the Discord was non-stop. Obviously, we've seen the TSW forums and how on fire they are right now. It's crazy. Lasagna, when you said you got 3 tones, from the trains, train spotting. That's big. Congratulations. That's cool. That's cool. I read that before and I was trying to work it out and it's only now just clicked. That's sick, man. I really want to go out there and rail tour. You know what? Growing up where I grew up, in terms of the area, in terms of friends, it was very hard to be a nerd. Right now, I would say with my chest, I am a nerd, and I can say that proudly. But like growing up in London, in particular areas in London, it wasn't nice. I know people obviously will joke about the UK being, nothing going on in the UK, but it wasn't. My area wasn't really nice. And if you're a bit different, if you didn't like what everyone liked, i.e. FIFA, Call of Duty, you'd be made fun of. There wasn't really space for you. And so even though I was interested in trains, the only time I could really enjoy them was just riding them. I'd be on a train and I would take a note of the sounds, the feels. I'd look around the train and notice certain things. That was my way of train spotting. That's why my knowledge is so limited, because I only knew what I was around, which was the London Underground. But I would love to just go somewhere and just rail fan. Take a camera, take my phone, and just record and just enjoy everything that's going by, man. And have those experiences where I can get a train driver to sound his to his horn for me. I got close to them in my previous job. I used to work at a station as a station cleaner, and I was very close with almost all of the train drivers, almost all of them. And I would always have conversations. They'd let me go in the cab and everything. But that's been like the highlight for me, and that was only 2 years ago, in terms of my experience of trains. There's no reason to rush either. They released something 4 days ago. Yeah, everyone was saying that as well. You can't. I mean, look, we saw last year what happened with this end of financial year time, where they want to make as much money as possible, so the papers look nice, so the data looks nice. And last year was crazy. They released like 4 or 5 in like a month, something stupid like that from what I remember. It was very congested. Now, of course, 2 British routes. Okay, only one of them is Dovetail. The second one is another studio. But still, 2 UK routes is a bit strange, so close to each other. And we saw that it was rushed, because we saw with Bernina Line the time and effort and passion that was put into the route. We saw Bernina Line was gorgeous, beautiful route. And you compare that to 5 Circle, man. You can't tell me it's the same people in the same time. It's very hard to believe. Very hard to believe. Yeah, I can relate to that, but I think trains are becoming a bit more mainstream now, and as you get older, it obviously matters less. Yeah, there was another viewer that he used to come on all the time when I'd stream a little bit later, and I was speaking to him about a similar topic, and it was the same for him as well. He's at the age right now, and I feel really sad. He's at the age where now is the age where you're going to Store Red on 4 kilometers of Grodzic. Oh, Store Red, my boy. Store Red. I don't know what service you took, Nilvanus, but you've been blessed by the signal gods. The thing is, I don't see many trains like around. I don't see much congestion. So I don't know. I'm being patient. I'm being patient. But yeah, so that guy, he's at the point now where is at a crucial age where you will get laughed at, and when you get laughed at a particular age, you feel it a different way. Now when we get older, like you said, it matters less. I don't care now. Even if you don't like it, I don't care personally. But there's an age where you care. You can't help it. It's very hard not to. And I told him, bro, you're going to get to an age where you're going to look back, and if people's opinions sway you from what truly matters to you, you will regret it. So do what you love, do what gives you happiness, do what gives you peace, because it's your life at the end of the day. When you're however old and you're thinking back to, oh, I wish I could do this, I wish I had done that, they will not be there. The people whose opinions you're worried about, they're not going to be there. So you'll be suffering alone. Yeah, man. It's interesting anyway. It's good to see that things are changing, especially with something like Euro Truck Simulator 2 and how popular that's become. You couldn't tell people that you played a truck game. What are you doing? What happens? Dude, like, where's the exciting part? Oh, no, you just drive trucks. You just go from one place to another. What? Is that it? Yeah. And they would laugh. That was once upon a time, and now look at Euro Truck. So they've changed that how that looks, or just the topic. They've changed that whole thing and flipped it upside down, in my opinion. Yeah, I definitely feel that. Found it hard to tell people that I like trains and nothing to be ashamed of. It's travel history. There's so much into it, man. There's so much into it, and it's just like, also a part of it is just a lack of, just having a lack of knowledge. You know what the benefits from learning about trains and knowing about trains. Listen, I have always been the person now, growing up, that when it comes to travel, on train travel, I'm like that. The people will get to a station, they'll be staring at a map, and fair enough, okay, it's normal to look at a map, but they'll be staring at it and it'll be confusing, especially like, for example, the London Underground. If you've seen the London Underground map, you'll understand. It's very confusing if you don't know what you're looking at. And then you start looking at times, platforms, da-da-da-da. If you're with me, all you need to do is just listen to me. Just follow me, listen and follow. I'll take you to the right platform, and we'll take the most efficient route from A to B. And is that a player? Oh, hello. I didn't know you could see other people. I'm learning a lot of things today. Let's go say hello. I keep forgetting you need to walk with the arrow keys. Where's he gone? He just disappeared. Or did he disappear back into his train? Oh, it was you! Oh, hello. I did not know that I could like see people. I had no clue. Take it easy, man. You've got green and I'm still waiting here. I can't believe... Nilvanus. Nilvanus. Mate, look. He's come, he's gone. He's come, he's gone. I'm still here. You take care, man. I don't know. Maybe have you got a regional express? I guess, maybe, or an intercity. Yeah, intercity. I've just heard it on the announcement. If the announcements are legit. Have a good run, man. Yeah, you are an IC. Nice one. Have a good run, man. Enjoy yourself. What's your delay? What's your delay? I want to know how delayed you are. I'm sitting on 11 minutes before this stop, basically. It should definitely go interrailing. It's really good value. You can see so much. What's interrailing? I've never heard that. Is that, from what I could make sense, 4 minutes? Okay, not too bad then, lasagna. No Venus is 8 minutes delayed, so you guys are ahead. This guy was obviously going to leave before me. Change for 146039. Okay, let's do that. Activate the bots. What? So as I give up, as I give it back to the bot, we've been there for how long? 15 minutes, maybe, at the station. Patiently waiting. Pan Arabia comes and says, take another one. So I say, okay. I give this one back to the bots. Green. Instant. There was no waiting. There was no wait. There was no time to understand what happened. Instantly. Wow. Wow. 146039. Was that not the one I started with? Was that not the one I started with? That's interesting. That you'd recommend that. So you can get 10 days unlimited travel in Europe for 335 euros, less if you're under 28. I'm just about under 28. I'm 27. So I'll just about make that. I'll take a look at that then, Simon. Thank you. Thank you, man. Let's jump into the service real quick before I forget. As our baby EN1. Bro, your video is a solid 100 out of 10. Really well done. Maybe consider adding timestamps for the different sections. Thank you. Thank you, Nabil. That's a very good idea. Maybe I should do that. You know what they're lacking? A search function. That's what TSW do well. I can click search 146039 and it will show me. $146,039. It is. I've been, you know, that video, Nabil, is the reason why I haven't uploaded any other Goblin Line content. I wanted to do achievement guides, and I want to do. When's the next station? Okay, there's the next station. Let's go. I have a few things that I wanted to do for the Goblin Line. But I've been working, yeah, I've been working on this video, man. Trying to record B-roll and get all the content for it. It was a very long process. Sorry, 335 is under 28. More if older. Okay, but there are loads of variation getting. No, I'll definitely check that website out. I don't think I'll be affording anytime soon, but it's one to bookmark and definitely visit. I've been telling the missus, I really want to do something really railway related. Real dispatcher here. Yeah, I noticed Pan Arabia, the voice thinker, but I didn't hear them. Their name came up on voice chat, but I didn't hear anything. Cheetah overtook me. Well, the game's the game. What can I say? The game's the game. You left me behind. How many kilometers you said? However many kilometers you left me. Now look. So 3 is like a second character or something. It's cool. I like it. All right, Pan Arabia. Let's get some speed going. A change in pace. So yeah, I believe this was the same train that I started with today. But because there were no stops, I changed it to something that had some stops, and that's where you came in. Nilvinus, good luck catching up, mate. The next one is also a real person. Nice number of people on. So hopefully, one way or another, we're able to communicate then with dispatcher. I need some practice with that. Today was the first time in the first run we did. The first time I've ever communicated with a dispatcher. You're faster, so without a chance. No, but I'm just teasing you, mate. I'm just teasing you. You left me so far behind. That was my turn. This is me getting back at you. So yeah, I guess Simon, we've got some more color here now. No more grayscale business. Do the radio check. Good. All right, hold on. Let me think. This is why I need practice. 14129. One more passing video. That's not us. Do I just say radio check? I feel shy. I feel shy. Do I just say like what? 146039 radio check. Over. Is that it? Is that just it? I feel I'm all shy now. Because I think that's how they do it on like in Flight Simulator, isn't it? They literally just say radio check, and then someone else says, yeah, like we can hear you loud and clear, basically. Let me know, Pan Arabia. Confirm it for me, please. Do I just say my code number and then radio check? Okay, I need to. How do I can't pronounce that. Oposno. Is that correct? Oposno. Oh my God, 5,000 feet. For a red signal. Slow down to like 50 or 30. Let's slow down to 30 and then we'll take it from there. I'm gonna go for it. Opportunity. Thank God I saw that beforehand. Let's make sure we stop, by the way. Let me come to a stop, and then we'll do the radio check. All right. Opochno signaler 146039. Radio check. Over. How's that? Are you guys proud of me? Where is he? Nilvinus. Don't worry, mate. All my cheekiness, I'm sucker at red again. Don't mind me. I guess there's my answer. I think this train is my answer. Surely, right? 146039, there we go. Loud and clear. You will be released after 14129 cleared the platform. But you're faster than the intercity. Yeah, it's just sometimes I don't know. Yeah, huh. Copy that, Opochno signaler. Thank you very much. Over and out. This has been a I've learned like an inside. Oh, the signaler didn't know that. I've gained a wealth of knowledge and experience today, from the codes and what they mean, from the utilizing the voice chat, which is something I haven't really done before. This is a train that I obviously haven't really had much experience with, and I've learned how to use some of the features on it. Yeah, I appreciate you guys' help, man. You guys have been a big help today. Thank you. If this ends up being popular, I'll be more than happy to stream. Listen, this deserves more popularity than Train Sim World. I'll be more than happy to stream this over Train Sim World. But yeah, the radio is used a lot by Polish train drivers, and that's exactly why I didn't want to go into the servers, into the Polish servers, because I'm not ready. I'm not ready for it. I'm not ready for it. I'm gonna head out now. See you later. All right then, Simon, mate. Thank you very much for stopping by. It's been nice having you. Have a lovely rest of the weekend. They're required by the rules to ask the signaler why they are being delayed. Oh! Interesting. I would never have guessed. I would never have guessed. Well, shouldn't it realistically be the other way around? Shouldn't the signalers be required to tell the Shouldn't the signalers be required to tell the train drivers why they've stopped them? Realistically, you may never be ready for the German service. I'm not even going to think about it. I'm not going to think about it. Maybe I'll step in one day just to have a bit of an experience, but no, there's no way. There's absolutely no way. Nabil, that'd be lit for you though. That would be good for you. I saw recently that you have SimRail wishlisted. So if you can catch it on a nice sale, once you hear the radio, you're in for a shock. I can imagine. To be fair, I'd love to see gameplay of that. If anyone's uploaded gameplay on YouTube, I'll probably have a little look for it. Yeah, if I get it, sure. It's worth it, man. It's definitely worth it. the interaction with other players brings a whole new dimension, man. A whole new dimension. I think even people that know multiplayer makes a difference don't know how much of a difference it makes. Every time a Polish driver passes, there's a distance signal showing amber, which means there's no entry to the station. They call the signaler. I'll bear that in mind. Wait, so even if it's amber then? Oh, a distance signal showing amber. That's why I need to visit my my document with the signals and know the difference between distance signals and just regular signals, I guess. So for example, if I now pass this one, number one, how will I know if it's a distance signal or not? And number two, will it be a signal that I will need to speak to a signaler about, to a dispatcher about? It's a little expensive for me, lol. Yeah, I think I got it on a sale. I don't remember how much, Nabil, but I got it on a sale. The price does go down to a decent price, I'll be very honest. It can be very good value. That's what I did. I had it wishlisted for a little while and then bought it in a sale. Or you could even try like game key websites like G2A and the other ones. Oh shit. Maybe in the summer sale. Yeah, that's a shout. I mean, so it's a while away, but it's a shout nonetheless. I need to really keep an eye out here. They have pretty much every game in the build, really. It just depends on luck whether those games are available in stock or not. From a driver's timetable where it says what kind of signaling is used on the section you're driving along. Ah, okay, so from here then. Okay. Yeah, I need to study that whole thing, by the way. I need to study. I understand a little bit of it, but there's a lot that I need to learn. Just type in on Google, Nabil, cheap Steam games, and they will all come up. There's so many different ones. There's G2A, there's some penguin looking one, there's one of the purple backgrounds. I try like 5 or 6 different ones whenever I want to buy a game. So just Google cheap Steam games and they should come up. In this case, you have ABS signaling. Could you explain a little bit about ABS signaling, what it is? Oh, here we go. It's automatic, governed by the movement of trains. Okay. So I would have made a fool out of myself if I now reached out to a dispatcher, isn't it? With regards to an ABS signal. Except for stations, okay. And I think you need to have good route knowledge as well to know when the station's on the horizon as well. Where signals can clear signals, okay. See, I'm more than happy to really get into the nitty gritty and learn what I need to learn. Say, for example, with Train Sim World, I never feel the need to learn the full route, like how to drive HUDless and stuff like that. But with this one, because of just the gameplay experience, I'm happy to learn all these little details. It's definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. I see like a little splatter here. Would be cool if we had a little bit more of those. And if they could be washed off by the Wi-Fi. Did you see me flash my light? That was you. I did. The flash of the lights and the horn. How do you know where I am? Do you guys like know the map? Because I know, of course, it shows you how close people are and what station they're at. But you guys get it spot on. How do you open the map? There's a map? In-game? Is it an in-game map? Or external? Google, okay. In that case, then yeah, I understand. I wish we could have one in game, man. That would be really, really cool. I can't imagine it being very difficult to implement. I'll be surprised if we don't see it in the next couple of updates. That's the link. I didn't see. I didn't get a link. Lasagna. I don't know if YouTube automatically blocked it. But I'll Google it though. Like Pan Arabia said, I'll Google it and I'll find it. It should be pretty easy to find, pretty straightforward. Just take some common sense. Thank you, Nabil. Nabil found it pretty quickly, so. I think you guys are okay to post links on Twitch, but YouTube doesn't really like it. We're breaking about 50%. As soon as I start braking, the signal clears. It's a little bit annoying. I know I could just drive a little bit slower. Maybe let's do that. Let's drive a little bit slower. Let's try 140 k's for a little while. Will that change? Or will the signals always change as you're approaching them? We'll slow it down a little bit. So we've got 4,000 feet. I don't want to play myself, that's the thing. I don't want to take any risks. Let me just stick to line speed, because I'm going to end up, if I slow down now, whoever's behind me is going to affect them. That's not a smart idea. The next signal is showing amber because there is a train 2 blocks ahead. Okay. So there is an active train. And how do you know that, Pan Arabia? How do you know that there's not another reason for the yellow? Or is that just the way ABS works? They only work if the next 2 blocks are occupied. Or if the train 2 blocks ahead is occupied. Oh, is it live? It's a live map. I thought it was just like a regular map, but obviously you see where all the stations are and things like that. I didn't think it was live. Oh, okay. I told you all I've been doing today is learning. All I'm doing today is learning. That's how the signaling works. Okay. Right, I appreciate that, Pan Arabia. Thank you. That's how you guys have been stalking me. So I guess that was the train that was pushed ahead of me mistakenly earlier. Please change. 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 Please. Please. It's okay. It's okay. It doesn't end the game like Train Sim mods. But it sucks. That sucks. That's unprofessional. This ABS has 4 stages: green, flashing green, amber, and red. What does the flashing green mean, Pan Arabia? Does it mean that there's a train ahead, but more than 2 blocks away? At least it doesn't end the game. Right. Exactly. But you should be able to overtake him at woo! Yeah, that place. I know to say the second bit now because Panarabia helps me. Or Pochno. Or Pochno. But so it would be Polnoch, right? The pronunciation will be similar. Polnoch. Los Shoa Polnoch. Red means train in the road. Okay, yeah, okay. Thank you. Since he has to stop there, okay. So I wonder what slowed him down then. I guess you guys would be able to see if there's anything in front. Hey, Punk! There he is. Welcome to the stream, my friend. It's been a while indeed. How you doing, man? How you been? Flashing green means there are 2 blocks ahead free. Okay. But then further than that, there's an occupation. Vloskcho. Vloskova. Oh! I need to type it in Google and then press the speaker so the woman can read it out, and I'll know it from there. Wow. I need to hear it. I think I definitely need to hear it, and I'll know. I'm usually okay with pronunciations, foreign pronunciations. I think because I have an Arabic tongue, so it helps. But Eastern Europe throws me off, man. I've been doing great. I was in the hospital for a week and got discharged on Friday. Oh, I hope you're alright, bro. But I did come home with joy after I saw a CSW leak. I hope you're good, bro. How you doing now? I'm assuming the Long Island Railroad leak, right? Punk has been looking forward to that for a long time, longer than most. Correction, Vostrova, Polnoch.
46039, you have clear through.
Received, message received. Thank you very much for the clarification. Over, 146039. I'm doing alright, just a lot of stuff going on in here, and Ambassador leaked the route name and new logo. Yeah, that screenshot was a shame, man. I'm glad nothing happened to him, but and we all knew anyway. But obviously, some extra details, some confirmations were made clear in that leak. Smooth, lovely. Now we should be full steam ahead, realistically. I don't know what the live map looks like. You guys will have to confirm for me, but I believe we should have all greens for a little while now. Vostrova. Now that I know how to pronounce it, it seems very, very simple. It seems so simple when you know something. I think it's the C's and the Z's. The S, the C's and the Z's. The way they are in the Polish language, to an English speaker, it just messes up your whole mind. Your brain goes upside down. Because we're so used to them being in a particular order and obviously pronouncing them a certain way. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm happy for there to be congestion. I'm happy for there to be congestion. The signaler knew you were faster and let you overtake the intercity. Smooth. Nice. I like the communication as well. I'm a bit torn because I'm happy that there are servers for every speaker: Chinese, Spanish, French, Czech, Polish, German, English. But it would be cool if, you know, everyone could be kind of squeezed a little bit. Because I think as for English is taught internationally. So at least everyone could be you only need really a basic English understanding, because what you're going to be saying is going to be condensed into a small. You're only going to be saying 1 out of like 10 sentences, if that makes sense. but it would mean that there's so much activity, so much activity going on. I can only imagine that would be a hell of an experience. Thank you to everyone who's currently part. Thank you to everyone who's helped as well. Feel free to like the stream and give us a follow on Twitch or a subscription on YouTube. Much appreciated. We obviously have those numbers, although ignore those, they're a little bit off, but the targets are still the same. So we're trying to reach those before the end of the year. Yes, not being able to understand each other. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. It would put pressure on people. Maybe if somebody's not confident speaking English, then they just wouldn't speak at all, which would obviously not be fun. So at least you have all these servers that are separate. That's why I'm so torn, because I see the positives, strong positives in doing it both ways. It's crazy to me that so many people are happy to play the role of you know, like a signaler, a dispatcher. I gave it a go last week. I don't remember the person's name who was helping me on that was I was talking to in the comments of that video. But someone was helping me a lot with the signaling and explaining it a little bit to me. But I spent about 20-25 minutes on it last week, and it was being someone who's looking at that for the first time, the boards and the codes for the signals. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow. That's all I have to say. Wow. There was a lot going on, man. A lot going on. Exactly. They sent me a PDF. It was the one I was referring to earlier. So I have that at hand, and I'll be referring to that when I'm able to, man. I need to give something like that. That's study. That's really study. I need to give that its own time.
Have a nice shift. Thank you.
I can imagine it will be easier. As with all things, once you get the hang of it, it becomes easy. Once you know how to drive a manual car, it's very, very easy. To somebody who doesn't know how to drive a manual car, they'll vomit. They'll sit in the car and vomit. So will we have an extension of any of the available routes? Or are we going to get completely new maps, new routes? Not yet, Punk, as far as I am aware. Not yet. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't believe so. And I think, you know what? When that time comes, when third-party content becomes a part of the game, to make it better than what we already have, I don't think it will be easy, you know. With Train Sim World, obviously it's going to be, but anything that somebody will create will be better than what we already have. With this, though, I think it would be a real challenge to improve on what we already have. Yes, Krakow, free update. But that's only available in single player, isn't it, Panarabia? It'll be a bit finicky, I feel like, Punk, in terms of... so, for example, I'll give you guys an example. On Monday, me and Nabil played convoy mode on Eurotruck Simulator 2. And we managed it. But in the realm of mods and modifications, it took some work. And if somebody was to join that convoy, because I was streaming it and had it open to anyone that wanted to join, they would have had to meticulously go through those mods, pick and choose what was necessary. And I feel like it would be a similar thing with SimRail if no multiplayer as well. Yeah, that's the thing. I did see it in single player, But yeah, it's not available right now in multiplayer. So yeah, that's the only thing I think will be a bit of a struggle if third-party content is allowed on here. The only way I can see it happening is if, for example, like Roblox, there's all the servers are of their own, and before you log into the server, the game will find those third-party content, download them for you, or if they're payware, take you to the website where you need to buy them, and then you can join. I think that would be the best way of going about it. I miss your stream. How was the London Overground experience? It's an incredible DLC. The scenery is amazing, the train's amazing, the general feel of being there is amazing. That line is my local line. Well, Barking Station is my local station. So yeah, I think I was in a pretty good place to judge it, and it was a good, well-made route. Only thing is, as per real life, aside from Barking, there's not much variety other than the little bit of freight. So you're limited to one route going A to B, B to A to B, B to A. But for what it is, it's very good. The night driving is very good. The lighting is really good. Yeah. 8 out of 10, I think, overall. 8 to 9 out of 10. If you check an online map, you'll see playable signal boxes. Let me have a look at this map, because it seems like it's very detailed. Let me find the Nabil's link. EN1. Okay, so you select server. That makes a lot of sense. Wow, wow. Enter my train number 146039. BWJ, yeah. All right, so okay, it's got my speed, where I departed from, my destination. Okay, so I see Elf. Okay, I see it now. Pan Arabia. I missed a signal warning. Okay, you see me flying down. Let's not cause any problems for other people. So there's 1331 behind me, 16129 ahead of me, hence the yellow signal. And it does get very busy around. So what area is this? There are a couple AI trains. It does start to get a little bit busy ahead of us. So let's see. Let me focus. Yeah, River Games really is a topic of conversation at the moment, isn't it, Punk? They done it to themselves. They have no one else to blame. They have no one else to blame. What a disaster of a stream. Yes, during yesterday's stream, I had quite the rant about 20 minutes into yesterday's stream. If you really want my unfiltered, raw opinion, you know, on that whole situation. The brakes on this are a gift from God. I would say give it a week after release before you buy it. A week's not going to do anything. We're pretty much getting to the point of usually whatever we see in the preview stream we get. Pan Arabia, I'm scrolling back to see your. So could you remind me of the pronunciation, please? Because is it this place? Oh, goodness me. I was going to try and pronounce it and I said no. Vostrova Podnoch? I think you corrected me on the second pronunciation. Vostrova. And then how do you pronounce the second part? Alright, Twitch is completely bugged on my phone. Okay. Vorstrova signaler, this is train 146039. Currently held at a red signal. Could I please know the reason? Over. Twitch is dead on my phone. Oh yeah, that must be a weird experience, isn't it? And I guess because of the stream delay, it's even more weird. Either the signaler has his hands full, or he's trying to work out. Oh, it's an AI signaler. There we go. We'll reply, we'll respond in chat. Oh, he just left. Oh, that's a shame. I do want to do it a dispatcher stream. I'll be honest. I need to learn. I need to learn the ways, the ins and outs. Yeah. It's a shame. The AI is letting the Pendolino pass. That makes sense. Someone may join in the meantime. Hopefully, that would be nice. Have some life. That's the thing with the EN1 servers, though, man. I'm not sure why. They just don't seem to be as popular as the German and Polish ones. The Polish one can make sense. Of course, that's going to be the most busiest one, you know. The German, even the Germans, I guess I understand the busyness of it. I just wish the English one had more participants. The next station is not AI. All right, cool, smooth. Yeah, exactly, Luzon. Exactly. I was gonna say I'm not sure about the German one, but then I remembered that yeah, it's a train simulator. That must have sucked for the Pendo then, being stuck behind me. I mean, even though it's not like I'm stopping, but still. So we should get going now, right? I didn't notice anyone behind us on the map. Better off using this phone. So let's see the situation. Oh, we're in a traffic jam. There's quite a jam. Wait, it does show someone in the acting as a signaler, no? Okay, we're clear. We still got 1331 ahead of us. That's the Pendolino, so I'm not too worried about him stopping. But there is a train ahead of him. I think the Pendolino's still going. We've got 42128 at the next stop. All right, let me focus. SimRail work the same way as the SW, is it completely different? In terms of what exactly, Punk? Depends what kind of area or what of gameplay we're talking. Speaking of freaks, there's a group of Polish players who demand an exclusive server only for people who want to play it by the book. Jesus Christ. I hear it. If you're serious and you feel that people are messing around, I hear it, but the demand for it, so I don't know about that. Maybe they'll bring in the ability to for players to create their own servers, perhaps. Doesn't seem too far-fetched. Myself included. But then hopefully they get you guys that feature. Like I hear it. Sometimes you want to be serious and yeah. Driving wise, so the physics feel better, and I think that the physics are better overall. I don't think there's many that would disagree with that. There's not much hand holding, so YouTube will be your best friend in terms of how to drive this, how to drive that. You do get a little introduction for some trains, but for the most part you're kind of left alone. So yeah, it's definitely a bit more hardcore in that sense. There's a working radio that you can use to communicate with players, and you can change the channel of it, or you can communicate with AI if you're on single player. That's completely functional. You have a timetable, a physical timetable. That's nice to see as you're trundling along. As you can see, driving through like the day, colors are pretty nice, pretty balanced. Graphics are improved. Driving through the night is an experience that you need to experience to understand. It's glorious. I will never stop picking it up. It's glorious driving at night. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful stuff, honestly. Like it makes such a change to the feel of the game when certain things like that are in order. Because there's a lot of unnecessary jibber jabber on the radio. Panarabia, help. How do I pronounce this place? Napauka? Napauka? I want to reply to the signaler. We're 21 minutes behind schedule. Napovka. See? Thank you. Napovka. Napovka? Napuvka sounds very British. Napuvka signaler. Message received. Thank you very much. Have a lovely evening. 146039. Over and out. Napuvka. Napuvka. British pronunciation sometimes I just find them annoying. Because it just seems like there's a minimal effort. There's just no effort at all. You know, speak a language the way it should be spoken. Time has flown. It's 10 to 5. K as in kick. Oh, kana. Okay. Kanapuvka. 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 Okay. Hopefully he thinks that my microphone cut out at the beginning. That's why he didn't hear the K. I've enjoyed it today, man. I've really enjoyed it today. I've learned so much. This is the thing. This is why I want to spend more time in SimRail, because I've learned so much, and all of that can be forgotten if I step away from the game. You know, I think if I don't play this until next Saturday again, I think that might be a problem. I think that honestly might be a bit of a problem. I'm not sure when I'll be able to fit it in the schedule this week. Your SimRail streams are good. Thank you, Panorama. That means a lot. Thank you, man. Yeah, I don't know. SimRail, it doesn't really get any views. I guess I've never made like a regular video on it. I guess today is like the video I released today is kind of a SimRail content. It involves SimRail. But yeah, so it's a little bit difficult because I don't get, you know, high views generally. It's difficult to gauge what content people are interested in, what content does well, stuff like that. But I'll bear that in mind. Thank you, man. Not a lot of people stream SimRail. I remember for the day that I streamed it a few months ago, or not a few months ago, maybe 2 months ago, I decided to just see how many people were streaming it before I did. There was no one, not a single person was streaming SimRail, which kind of sucks. But I do understand it. I don't know if there's an interest in watching it as there is in playing it as well. Whereas with Train Sim World, it's a little bit different. People like, because of his name, people are more interested in watching it. I don't care though. I'm going to make streams on it still. I will still stream it, whether people watch it or not. I enjoy playing it. I'm learning from it, and I like it. It's educational to me. So, yeah. Unfortunately, maybe when there's a British content at some point, I think, yeah, that is a huge thorn in SimRail's side right now. The lack of, you know, variation. I know even when the US route comes, I believe that's still coming. When that one comes, I think a lot of players will decide to give this a go. A lot of players will want to see content. You know, try before you buy it, but try it through someone else. Yeah, I think that will make a huge difference to the player base, to the number. I'm really looking forward to that. I'm really looking forward to that. Is there not a German route as well in the works? Oh, PZB on SimRail. Don't know if I'm looking forward to that. The West Coast mainline would be my first choice. It makes sense. it would be something that makes sense, you know, and they would do it well. This is the thing that pains me, yeah, is SimRail would do it well. There is. Thank you, Lasagna, for the confirmation. What route is it, Lasagna, if you know? What trains are we looking at as well? But if yeah, if something like, if to be honest, West Coast Main Line, East Coast Main Line, any like big routes, big British routes. As the thing is, as all a lot of people want is for the routes to be made well, and I think a lot of traffic for multiplayer, yeah, for sure, actually, and a lot of like racing as well. I don't mean racing like unrealistic, as I mean you're gonna be running side by side a lot. That's gonna be exciting. It's exciting when it happens here, and it rarely ever happens here, and you know, it's still a thing. So guys, do you remember a little while ago I said this bug splat, it would be nice if more would appear? Well, what do you know? As time went on, more appeared. I don't know if they come across on stream. I think it's pretty hard to see, but I promise you, there's a lot of little bug splats. What a game. What a game, man. It's small things like that. Their attention to detail. But I think it's a border crossing route into Poland. That is even better. I'm not going to lie. That's even better. Gorlitz to Dresden. Nice. Nice. So we should be seeing a handful of trains. And from what we can see, SimRail do a handful of trains. I am happy for them to take their time. If the quality is at the minimum what we see now, I am more than happy for them to take their time. You can also remove them, I believe. Whiskey was shot. Oh my god, that was even something I mentioned. Were you here when I mentioned that? When I said it would be nice to see more, I also said it would be nice to be able to wash them away. Okay, so the wiper is here. Now, is the washer in a separate place? Oh, it's right there. Is that the cruise control thing all over again? It's cleaning it. It's cleaning them away slowly, slowly. Wow. Okay, wait. It's cleaned some of them. The ones that were in the water line, because the water went straight up. I missed the cruise control button earlier, and I was corrected. And well, I have no excuse. I have no excuse. It's literally right there where I was looking. I don't know. Panorama, I don't know, man. This is how I am. I can't help myself sometimes. I don't know, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is the way it is. So yeah, it just seems that it cleans where the water was. Oh, it's raining again. What coincidence. So now we're going to see the rest of the window and if it's going to be clean. Why is the wiper not wiping? Let me turn it off and turn it back on. Why is the wiper not wiping? This is strange. Maybe it's a bug. It was working today. I've driven this train. I've driven this exact service earlier, and it was raining. Maybe leave the re-enter service. I could do that. I'm not too fast, to be honest. And to be honest, it's 5 o'clock. Realistically, the stream's over. It's 5 p.m. I need to go to work. I would love to stay, man, but yeah, things are a little bit tough right now, and I have to work. I will leave it running in the background, but thank you. Our special mention, Panravia, thank you so much for your help. Lasagna, thank you for your help as well. And then shite. Let me activate the bot. Nilvinus, thank you so much for your help. Punk, it's lovely to see you again. Nabil, it's lovely speaking to you. Connor, if you're still around, it was lovely speaking to you as well. Yeah, it's been one of my most enjoyable streams. And you guys made that happen, so I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Again, consider liking the video. I have to say that. Consider liking and subscribing. And consider following as well. I stream on Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is Train Sim World. Saturday is SimRail, and Mondays are for Euro Truck Simulator 2. However, this seems to have gotten some reception, so maybe I want to do SimRail again before next Saturday. What days would you guys prefer? Can I even ask that? I don't know. I really want to play Euro Truck because I haven't gotten to play that properly in a while. So I do want to play Euro Truck. So I do want Monday. I think Monday's going to be Euro Truck. I think. Let's say Wednesday. I'm going to make Wednesday instead of Train Sim World. I'm going to make Wednesdays. I'm going to make Wednesday a SimRail one. My schedule is just, I don't know. I stream based on popularity for the most part. I do enjoy the games I play, but I also stream based on popularity. That's why I do Train Sim World 3 days a week. So I could do 2 days SimRail, 2 days Train Sim World, which I would be happy to do. And I think I would do it that way. I'll bet that Amanda's on as well, that you're free. So for now, let's say Wednesday. I'm going to be back with SimRail on Wednesday. Monday will be Euro Truck. Tuesday will be 5 Circle Line because I'm going to do a release stream. Yes, don't judge me. I'm going to be playing it. I'm doing a service to you guys. Yeah. When I play certain games, so you guys, it helps you choose whether you want to buy the thing or not. So don't judge me. I'm helping you in it. See it. Look at it that way. Yeah. So Monday Euro Truck, Tuesday 5 Circle Line, Wednesday SimRail, Thursday, Friday Train Sim World, general Train Sim World, and then Saturday SimRail again. I know Panarabia, I know, but I'll happily give it a go. I've been enjoying it, and what I've learnt, I want to put into practice. So it'll be good for me to play it again within a week rather than wait the whole week. So I'll leave it there. Thank you guys so much. It's been a pleasure streaming to you all. Have a lovely rest of your day. Keep training, keep simming, keep doing what you love, and yeah, man, look after each other, stay safe, and peace out.